Dragon Ball Evolution is what it was called. Came out in 2009.
Yeah, I remember
15
that.
years ago. Right? That
17.
I'm doing math right this episode.
17.
Last episode I was fucked up with the
17.
17?
Yeah.
2009? Oh, 17. Dude, my math fucked up, dude.
You
What
go backwards,
the hell,
bro.
man? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of Talking Trubbish. I'm your host, Matthew, and I'm here with my buddy Jacob, as always. What is going on, dude?
What is going on is the question, right? There's just so much going on that sometimes you're like, where do I start? Where do I start?
It's like every week, I know this kind of like the easiest way to start, an episode, but it is the most true phrase we say, to kick things off is what a week it has been.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times, like, it's not even just to say it. It's just like, it is what it is. Like, it is what is, like, how the week went. So, I at least for me, it hasn't been that eventful as probably maybe you. So I would definitely like to hear how was your week?
My week was good. I will start with the start of my week.
Okay.
One of the things that I wanted to just at least ask you is, are you familiar at all with the movie Project Hail Mary?
Project Hail Mary.
I know that you don't like doing the recent shit that came out, because it's not cool and everything. But I was just curious if you heard of it. It's by I believe it's by the same guy who wrote The Martian with Matt Damon, which I love. The movie.
I've seen the trailer. I haven't seen the movie.
Okay. I will say this. I knew nothing about it going in. Me and my girl went for date night. Because she really, really wanted to see the movie. I knew nothing about it except it's got Ryan Gosling, who I love.
He's a great actor.
I really think he's a tremendous actor.
Yep.
I just want to say, if anything, I don't know necessarily what movies you're interested in. I just would like to say just generically to our listeners, if you liked The Martian and you want something in that same vein, but a little more thought-provoking and emotional, Project Hail Mary is easily the best movie I've seen in the past 2 years. I cried at 4 different points in the movie. Cried. Wow. I don't
not teared
really,
up,
dude, not teared up. I'm crying. And I'm going to tell you this. It is not necessarily because it's sad. It is because it's so fucking beautiful at certain points. You know how you're talking about the relationship that Luffy has with his crew and how there's moments that of things that he does that just really resonate with you and hits you just in your soul, bro. This had it at 4 different points. At point 3, my girl looks over and actually realizes I have fully been crying the whole movie. My face, I'm just I can't even I can't even hide it. Thank God the movie theater that we went to, it was a matinee show, so it was not busy at all. So I'm able to just fully enjoy and just kind of let loose. But she looks over and she does the oh my God, not makes a big deal about it, but that's so sweet. My partner has emotions,
Yeah, I'm glad.
So she looks over and I find out that she, I don't find out. I know that she's seen it before. She wanted me to see it. So to preface, that's why we're gonna see it again. So she looks over because she hears me, crying, and I think she also feels me, kind of doing the whole shaking. You know how when you cry, your diaphragm moves. I think she felt that.
Is he good?
Yeah. So she looked over, sees me breaking down, and I'm just this is that. At that point, it was sad. That specific point in the movie was sad, and it was the climax moment of it. And she goes, oh, there's another point coming up. And I'm like, what more could they possibly do to hit me in the feels? And like,
at least she told you.
Brother, when that scene came, I just wept and just hugged my girl. Like, it was beautiful. Like,
dude,
beautiful. I was like, God damn. Like, that's the moment for me, the equivalent of what you were saying when you're like, that, like, Luffy's the homie. You know, like, it was the equivalent of that, where I'm just like, God damn, that's a beautiful action that somebody did. You know.
So Ryan in this movie, he's this homie that you're saying, like, in comparison to Luffy, right?
Yeah.
Like
he grows into it, which is the best part about it.
I like that. It's a story. You know, it tells a story of like growth. So that's
and
damn.
The way that the story was crafted was beautiful. Just like a basic premise of it, there is like one man on a spaceship that is it's like a travel vessel that is trying to figure out one of the reasons why there is a space particle that is slowly eating away at the sun.
Shit.
Earth has like sort of sent him and a crew of a couple other scientists who have died before the start of the film.
Wow.
So he wakes up in space alone on the ship.
Shit.
That is the start of the movie, and it is him trying to figure out his whereabouts, one, and then trying to sort of solve the mystery of like what this thing is that is sort of consuming not just our sun, but a lot of other suns and other solar systems and stuff.
Wow. Is this like based off like a book or anything like that? Or
it is based off of a book, I believe. So the book, Project Hail Mary, I think it was written by the same author who did The Martian, which is what the movie with Matt Damon was, where it's like he's on Mars, you know, and everything. I love that movie. I'm just like I love space movies, like the fucking alien movies. Like I eat that shit up. Star Trek, obviously, I've talked about a little bit before. You know? So,
do you think that that's partially why you kind of like connect more with this movie and why you like it more? It's just in general a good movie.
It piques my interest because of the genre, right?
The genre,
but you could have like a movie in my genre, and I think it's the worst fucking movie ever, and I won't watch it. Like, I mean, sci-fi in general is like riddled with D movies. Like, that is its like signature thing is like really bad special effects, campy movies that go straight to like the on demand. You know?
Yeah, dude, that's kind of crazy. I googled the movie because I'm like, dude, that sounds familiar, and I'm like, okay, it's with him, Ryan, in the movie, and I've seen the trailer, and I'm like, to be honest with you, it did kind of pique my interest because I'm gonna be completely frank with you. A lot of movies that are out right now are shit, so I don't even want to go to.
I know,
and I want to go see a movie, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to go. All these movies look like they suck. But this one,
if there is a singularly a movie that I would say, I don't think you would not like it.
I think I would like it based on what you're telling me, honestly.
Right. I think it would be Project Hail Mary. Safe date movie. You know, like if you want to be emotional with your girl, score some points, let her know you're not a sociopath. Like, you know, definitely the one to do it.
That's definitely one that a lot of girls do worry. It's like, my partner does not have emotions. Yeah. Watch this movie, you'll see it real quick.
Have you cried in front of your girl at all? I know like that's like a pivotal part of like relationships sometimes. It's like, yo, like, you know, my girl cried in front of me for the first time. I cried in front of her. Because there's like letting your partner know your bowel movements is like one step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the other thing is being like emotionally vulnerable, like crying at something that's not death related. Like you didn't lose somebody. Like funeral death crying is like universally accepted. Crying in a movie because of something that's not sad but because it's beautiful, That is what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, I definitely have in like anime like stuff definitely in front of her. So there, yeah, she's seen that. But I'm out of the I guess the assumption that I could potentially be psychotic or a sociopath.
Good.
But
Good.
but no, but this movie has I actually like to see the rating that these like Rotten Tomatoes, Fandango, I am DB or whatever
IMDb.
that one, like
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes has 94% on this.
Yeah.
And usually they're
here's
pretty
the thing.
hard.
I only go with the Metascore. Like I only go with like the average. I don't trust critics anymore. That shit
Yeah.
rigged. Like, like they gave the Melania movie 99 or 100%, and I'm like, ain't
Really?
no fucking way, bro. Like
Oh my
Brett
God.
Ratner made that movie. Ain't no fucking way that thing's 100% or even 99. Just based on the director. That's the dude that made Rush Hour, bro. Like,
Oh shit.
fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Dude, talking about movies real quick, on a little bit movie related but also tangent. When we talked about One Piece live action, right?
Yeah.
Do you know it was maybe like 10 years ago or so that they made the Dragon Ball one?
Oh, no, dude, that was like, this is where I'm talking about age. Remember from last episode? That was like over 15 years ago. Easy.
And ever since then, anything that comes out with live action, I'm terrified that you're gonna ruin
I gotta
it.
find out when that movie was, because that was bad.
Movie was horrible. If you know, you know. But look it up. Look up if anybody ever is interested, and you're gonna probably look up like when it came out. But
Dragon Ball Evolution is what it was called. Came out in 2009.
Yeah, I remember
15
that.
years ago, right? That
17.
I'm doing math right this episode.
17.
Last episode I was fucked up with the
17.
17?
Yeah.
2009? Oh, 17. Dude, my math fucked up, dude.
You
What
go
the
backwards,
hell,
bro.
man? Dude,
You're going backwards.
I'm telling you, man.
Remind me that whenever we do like anything with numbers on the pod, like you in charge, bro.
I used to be so clutch at this shit, dude. I don't know what is going on right now. Don't trust me with math, I'll say. Like right now, I have serious legwork I have to do to earn my trust back at this point.
I think that's why you ended up quitting Pokemon Go, because you couldn't count the moves.
Oh god, I hit my mic. I couldn't remember how to keep fucking count, you know? I couldn't remember shit,
2
bro.
plus 2. Yeah, no, but no, like low key though, Pokemon Go, you do have to keep count of moves when the Pokemon switches out. You got to remember what the fuck account that move it's at. If not, you're fucked.
Brother, yo. I know.
But yeah, anyways, going back to this, like that's why I'm terrified of live action movies. That's why when the One Piece came out, I was terrified of it. Anything with live, what other live anime action movies came out that weren't as bad as I thought they would be? Oh, like Disney movies that come out on live, like a live action, like they're coming out.
Lion
Moana.
King sucked, bro.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one. I'm kind of excited for the Moana one though, because The Rock is gonna be there, Dwayne Johnson.
It'll be interesting to see that. There's some things though that I'm just like, don't make a live action of it. It's just lazy storytelling for me. There's just some things that I'm just like, there's no point for you to make a live action version of it. I think honestly the best live action Disney movie that they have made has been Aladdin. That is kind of the only one that I think would be closest to the spirit of the original like animated source, because what they did with Mulan, get the fuck out of here, bro. For one, it's not a musical, or like there's no singing. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Like the bangers from that make a man out of you, bro. Like, let's get down to business. Like, they got rid of all that shit. And that was the heart of the movie. Nobody gave a fuck about like the overall plot of it. They wanted the storytelling songs.
If that was a reason why I watched that movie, was because of the songs that they had, and that's it. And they fuck it up.
And they took out the dragon.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's like one of those. That's why I'm like very skeptical about live action movies, whether it's Disney, anime, which I mean, yeah, cartoon, anime, whatever, same shit.
Yeah.
But
Because like Eddie Murphy as the I forget what the dragon's name was in it. But
Mulan? No.
in Mulan, but the Eddie Murphy's like voice acting role in that movie is I I'll say the equivalent of Robin Williams' role as the Aladdin and Genie, but I'm saying equivalent in terms of like who they are in
Mushu?
relation to the story, not talent. Because I think Robin Williams is a talent all in of himself.
Yeah.
And honestly though, people are sleeping on Eddie Murphy. Like, he is not the bullshit actor we're seeing now in movies on Netflix. Like, we forget Eddie Murphy was a monster back in the day. He could play characters. He was on SNL. Like, he is very fucking talented.
Yeah. This is very true. Wasn't he also Donkey from Shrek?
Yeah.
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 Waffle. What is he like?
Like I'm saying, he's done iconic shit. And when you make a live action version of Mulan, you took out the iconic shit about it. You at least did that with Aladdin. You put the genie back in.
Yeah.
You know, because it's integral to the plot. The from my recollection of Mulan, the dragon is kind of integral to the character development.
I would say so, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
100%.
So, I don't know, man. They dropped the ball on that shit. I do, because The Rock voiced the original source material, I think that is the only reason why I would give, like, the live-action Moana, like, a fair shot.
Yeah.
Because I do know that that's, like, his passion project.
Yeah.
Mushu, the dragon.
Yeah,
Mushu.
yeah. That's his name.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, no, it's funny though. Like you mentioned, there's certain things that you're like, oh, I'm gonna give this a go because this person or actor is in the movie, or even as a voice actor. I've watched, I don't know what movie it was, but I watched it because of an actor voicing somebody, and I'm like, it catches my. It's just what it does. So like him, like the live action probably wouldn't even be a thing to consider if Dwayne Johnson was not in there.
It's very true.
100% would not even watch it. I'm telling you straight up. And I feel like if you were to tell me like, hey, the dragon's gonna be in Mulan, the live action, you know, obviously still gonna be a dragon, but he's the one talking, then like, yo, it catches like the interest, to watch it. So
you could have done something so beautiful with that movie. And like the thing about it is the soundtrack, the title song of Mulan is, I believe, the song Reflection. And they had like a killer version of that. They had two versions of that on the soundtrack of that movie, neither of which the character sings. Like, it's just completely ruined throughout the whole movie and hidden in like the background music. But it's like an incredibly powerful scene in the original movie.
Dude, that
I can't believe I'm getting so emotional about that. Like, I didn't realize like I had this strong of an opinion about it, but I actually do. Like the live action in terms of like anime, like Dragon Ball Evolutions was, I think it was kind of the start-ish. I may be wrong, listeners. Please like comment, let us know, or pop in our Discord if there was like a live action before that I'm not aware of, at least of like a big series. You know what I'm saying? But that one bombed. I feel bad for the actor because I don't think he's been in much since. And I actually really liked him. I think his name's Justin.
Yeah, Justin Chatwin.
Chatwin? Dude, he had talent. I really liked it. Like he played a minor character in Weeds, the like show from way back in the day. And that was kind of my first introduction to him, but like he has a lot of talent. And I think honestly, he just got blackballed after that movie because it was so bad.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't much, although I think he might be in a movie called Sleepwalker is what I see here.
Okay.
That he's in it, that it also Hayden Pen Pentery or something like that. She's in it too. She's very.
Oh, the chick from Heroes?
I think so.
Dude, that's the throwback show. Did you watch that? Did that ever make it on your radar?
What was it called?
Heroes?
Heroes.
It was like one of the first like superhero shows.
Oh, no, I definitely did not watch that. No.
Oh, I actually really liked that one, like low-key.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah. That was kind of like my introduction to like superhero-ness.
Really?
Thing. Yeah, because I didn't read like the comic books, so it's like you'd only have like the Dark Knight, series, like the Christopher Nolan joints and stuff, and then you'd have like the old Batmans and stuff. But like I never grew up like in a comic book shop. It was ironic because my dad like used to collect comics as a kid, but that was not something that he like carried over into adulthood. And it's like for me, like my collection of manga, I definitely am carrying over when I have a kid. Like they will be a fucking nerd. You know what I'm saying?
They will be a nerd.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, the same thing with me when I have a kid. Like whether it's a girl or a boy, like they're gonna be geeked out, regardless of it. At least like know that there's potential in these nerdy shit,
Yeah.
But 100%, like definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, like, I think I'm intrigued now with that movie. I may have to watch it now.
I recommend it. It's like a nice like date movie thing. So
yeah.
Definitely would recommend it. But that was like the start of my week. I'll end on a high note or like a higher note, but like the main portion of my week was just more stress.
More stress.
And
Adult.
Okay. This is something that I kind of wanted to vent a little bit about because I legitimately at this point am like considering getting like some sort of exorcist or something for like I am cursed when it comes to cars.
Okay, bro. I thought you were going.
No, I know.
I was like, bro.
It's no. Okay, we're going to take a side. Okay, about like curses. This side quest to the story. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the car. 3-4 weeks ago, about a month ago now.
Yeah.
I am in Target with my girl. We are walking up and down the aisles. She is showing me this like really sketchy packaging of some baby what like bottles, like like the packaging on their stuff is typically kid stuff, but there's one brand in particular that there is some sort of scandal going on TikTok that she became aware of and like was wanting to see if it was true. So when we're in Target, she's looking at the packaging and like the packaging on these, like a baby thermometer or something is like actually incredibly like sexualized. Like there's like a lot of like innuendo in it. Okay. And it's something that goes over like obviously like kids' heads, but for like adults, it's like very like whoa like what. So I think at least like in the video I'll show some pictures of like what I'm talking about on this packaging, but there's some stuff like it said something about like pulling out or anything like there's like suggestive tonations to it. What? You know what I'm saying? Like it's adult humor. It's kind of like how in cartoon shows like SpongeBob was like layered with like a lot of like adult humor. You know what I'm saying? They're taking like that tonality to it, but putting it on like product packaging specifically designed for babies, which I'm like, that's creepy.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like for me, it's a little much.
Yeah. I can definitely see that with things we've known from the past, but hey.
Anyway, so we're in that aisle. I'm making jokes with my girl. We're walking around. She's trying to show me some stuff. Like I'm just I'm on like a golden retriever energy is what she kind of like calls it. So like I'm just like on an 11, you know, I'm in full like podcast mode, making jokes, you know, like, you know, I'm on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making a joke and I feel like a hand on my shoulder like squeezed and I'm like, oh shit, like I've been loud. So I turn around and I'm about to just, you know, be like, oh, like my bad. And I turn around, nobody's there. Like I stop dead in the middle of my sentence and turn around to just see like who grabbed my shoulder and squeezed it. Not a single person is there. So I do the full turnaround because I'm like, oh, this motherfucker doing the tap on the shoulder, you know, doing the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how like kids pull the pranks where like they'll tap you on like your left shoulder and then quickly run around the right. That when you turn over. So I do a full spin around. We are in the middle of the fucking aisle. Nobody is there. I swear on a stack of fucking Bibles, somebody grabbed my shoulder and squeezed into it like just like a, hey, you know, like a kind of like a friendly, but like letting you know I'm here type thing. Mm-hmm. Like it was that amount of pressure. And like, brother, when I tell you, I almost shit my pants. And like my girl's like, what's happening? And I just go, we're getting the fuck up out of here. Like I'm like, come on now. I like grab her hand. She's like, what's going on? I'm like, this shit haunted. We're getting the fuck up out of here. Like just walking down the aisle. She's like, oh wait, you're serious, aren't you? I'm like, something just grabbed my shoulder. And she's like, oh, it was just your hoodie, like moving and stuff. I'm like, no. In the split second that I turned around and like saw that nobody was there and then did the full turnaround and made like saw nobody was there, the first thought in my mind is I'm going crazy. The second thought in my mind is it has to be like my hood. The problem with that though is none of those account for the pressure that I feel my shoulder getting squeezed. Yeah. So like I'm convinced for one that there was some sort of thing there that was just like, just chill out, son. Just calm down. You know, like just very gentle.
Where were you again?
I was in the middle of Target.
Target, okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
like I've never experienced something like that before. I've never like my girl and I kind of still talk about it because it's never happened to me before. It was enough for me to stop in the middle of my joke. I'm in the middle of like laughing, having a good time, and I fully stopped to turn around to see who touched my shoulder.
And this was like at the morning, afternoon?
No, this is at night. We're there at like 9, like right when they're like about to close and shit.
Damn.
Like, brother, it was really, really fucking weird. It was not like, dude, I want to be going crazy for it. It was one of those things where it's just like, I have never experienced something like that ever. And it's like, I know that like we talked about like the hauntings. I know like I'm kind of primed a little bit from like the paranormal activity shit, but like I wasn't thinking about any of that when I was there. So it's like the thing that really just like instantly brought me was the fact that like when I turned around, I'm not looking at anybody. And that's the first time that that's ever happened in my life.
Bro, that's insane.
So
yeah, I would get the fuck out of there too.
Yeah, so I kind of avoid, you know, that particular section area of Target altogether. So thankfully when they're moving around stuff, the electronic section has not gone there. So that's good. Yeah, dude.
I could say so much.
Because it's the only Target in town, bro, and I love Target, so it'd be like very devastating to not be able to, you know, have to drive a half hour to the neighboring city.
Maybe just go during the day.
I know, man, but like, you know, who knows, dude. Anyway, so the paranormal doesn't just follow me, you know, in Target. I'm almost convinced that like, I have something that's cursed me with cars in particular, because every single vehicle that I have owned and put my name on the title. Not something that I've driven or anything, but I've owned within 1 year's time has some sort of catastrophic failure to it that is either an extraordinarily expensive fix, or the vehicle gets totaled. All the times it has been totaled, which has been, I've had 3 cars that were totaled, 2 were totaled in accidents.
Okay.
All 3 times my car has been labeled totaled, I have not been in the vehicle.
Oh, I remember that one time. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one time where me and like my ex, we had a car and she crashed it, a brand new car, head on crashed it. Yeah. We broke up after, was not related to the car accident. So but done. Didn't have a, was in a lot of like debt from that situation. The next car, it is parked outside of my house, and my new neighbor moving in with his big like box truck, just when he's turning in to like just try to park the box truck on the street, just scrapes the entire side of my van and just crushes it, because it like lifts it off the ground. I have this on video.
I don't think I saw it, but you told us about it, and I was like,
I have it on video. I'll send you the video, because we had like the little it wasn't a Ring doorbell, but it's like a outdoor camera that was always on. So it caught the whole thing. And it's just like, that was, the me scraping together any money that I could to get a vehicle to get me from A to B. So that got fucking ruined. Even though it was worth nothing, that's not the point. The point is I can't drive anywhere now, and now I have to shell out more money that I don't have to get a vehicle.
Fucking crazy.
So the third one is my mom gives me her vehicle, and my parents go down to just sharing one car. So I am using her vehicle. I signed it, into my name, get it in my title. It is like in really good condition when she hands it off to me. It's got like some miles on it. It was like at like 150, 150,000, which is a lot. It's been like an older car, but it's nothing bad. And like within 1 year, again, of me like using that car, it has like, essentially the entire electronic system in the car stops working. One day, just starts malfunctioning, everything starts misfiring my engine and shit. Like, it had nothing to do with the engine. It has to do with the computer system, right? Here's the bitch of it all. The computer system costs more to fix than the fucking engine of the car. Like, how does that work out? Because it's all integrated. So in order to fix the computer component, you have to change out all the other fucking things. It's like all these cars now are not cheap to fix. They're so goddamn expensive. And this was even like an older car. Like 2009, 2010. I forget the exact year. We've already established I'm bad at that. So, so it just like catastrophic electronic failure. That's done. So now I'm in a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done getting these beater cars. I'm now going to make a sizable investment, even though it is not necessarily the best financial decision for me, but I'm at zero. I have no cash available to buy a car or put money down, because I have literally spent every single ounce of money that I've had in repairs on these cars. They also seemingly timing-wise break down right after I've either already paid to get something else fixed, so that's always been like minimum $500, or I've gotten all the tires replaced on my car, doing like the normal good maintenance. That's happened on my first 2 cars. So the first 2 cars, I got brand new tires of them, and within 2 weeks, they were totaled. So,
bro.
Yeah. So there's that. That's all just like an extra kick in the nuts. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So for this next car, I'm like, okay, I have no money down, so I'm going to have to finance something. And I'm like, okay, because I'm having no money down, I'm going to get like some worse terms and stuff. But I'm like, okay, I have a budget set aside. I have a amount that I can pay for a car payment. Let's try to at least get something newer with low miles on it, so I have something that can last me a while before things go wrong. That is my theory, my working theory. So I find I really like my Hyundai Sonata that I got from my mom. Like, I really love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to stay in that family, so I got a 2018 Hyundai Sonata. That's the one that like I had saw. I test drove it. You know, I did all my research on it. Looked fucking great. Got great mileage on it. Really, like, I love this car. Mm-hmm. I love it. That car is now about to be fucked because I'm cursed. So I get the car. It was at like 50,000 miles or something. I've put 40,000 miles on it in the past like 2 years. I have spent in the past 2 years $4,500 in repairs on it. There was when I first got the car, 6 months later, I get a like my oil light comes on in my car, and I'm like, all right, you know, it's just like it's time for me to get an oil change anyway, you know, it just like worked out. So I go to get the oil change, and they're like, there's less than a liter of oil that we drained out of your car.
Oh, you're leaking.
They're like, you're leaking like crazy. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, it's the most money, $17,000 loan on this car, which was the most I've ever spent. Like, it physically made me sick. But I'm like, the way that car prices were then, which are still like insane, like, I had no options, and it was the smartest route for me to go. So hearing this like newer car now has a significant oil issue, I'm going, fuck. So I bring that in to get its first major repair, which cost me $2,500. And the thing about the repair that is really kind of setting me off this week and really stressing me out is this is sort of like a long going issue that has like, kind of like a lot of parts to it. But the oil consumption issue, before I get it paid to be fixed, the mechanic that I had brought it to told me that there is a specific to the 2018 Hyundai Sonatas, there was an engine recall on about like 1 to 2 million VINs. And he's like, this is exactly what that recall was about. He's like, so hit up Hyundai, you know, and get an appointment with them, because, you know, if you know, even though you're not within your like their warranty list of like the VINs that were affected, he's like, you're clearly exhibiting the signs. Go talk to them, and they might be able to help you out. So I call them. The earliest appointment that they could get me in is in 6 months. I call 2 other Hyundai dealerships, like repair service centers, which are like a half hour to 50 minutes away. Like, they're not close together.
Yeah, right.
They are very similar. One was like 5 months, but it was like an hour away, and the other one was, again, like 6 months. It's just like, okay, I have a problem now.
Yeah.
Right? So I make the appointment, but I still need to get my car okay to drive. So the guy does, for like $2,500, he's doing like the flushing, like all this stuff, like rechecking all the seals, like all that stuff. He's like, he did like a couple other maintenance type things where I'm like, look, if we're in for a penny, we're in for a fucking pound. And right now I'm already 17 grand in the hole.
Right.
What's $2,500 more? You know, that's my mentality at this point. So I at least get it repaired and get it so that get it to a point where he's just like, okay, here's the deal. It is going to leak a lot slower. In theory, we still don't know exactly what, because this is their engine and we haven't taken apart the engine or replaced it per their warranty thing, which is what they're supposed to do. But he goes, it should leak slowly or slower. It's still going to be there. So what I would recommend is you just keep oil in your car, and before, you know, you make like a trip, you know, like once or twice a week, you just check your oil levels, which I do. So I keep oil in my car. I fill it up, everything. We're getting closer to the appointment, like the 6-month appointment, and I'm calling because they're like, you know, hey, you know, just checking in. It's like in a couple days, and I'm calling. I'm like, okay, so here's my question then. I'm going to drop my car off. Is there any like rental situation that I can like pay to like get a rental or everything? They're like, we don't offer anything unless like we officially diagnose you with like an issue, you know, on it. And I'm already like, I have no money to put down for a rental. So my thing is just like, okay, I can't be without a car for a unknown amount of time, because again, I'm like, well, how long does it take you to run the diagnostic, the oil consumption test? Because they have to run my car. And they're like, yeah, we don't know. Could be a couple days, could be a week. And I'm like, that gives me nothing, you know? So I cancel the appointment because my car's running, right? And I have the oil thing. I just don't have the money right now. So I'm just like, let me just reschedule. When's the next appointment? Next appointment's 6 months out again. Okay, book that. It's 6 months problem, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. It's in the dead of winter now. Fucking blizzard. Me, my girl, we are freshly dating at this point. It's been like a couple months of us like actually like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I am taking her and my 2 best friends to visit our other friend of ours in like a city a couple hours away. So a little road trip. We're going to spend an extended weekend there. So my girl's meeting all my friends, you know, and is staying with them, you know, for like the most important meeting that like a new relationship can have is like meeting the friends, you know, like the best friends and stuff. So this is already kind of like in my head, like I'm already a little stressed. But we're driving in dead of winter. It's like a blizzard. We're going 35, 40 on the highway. And all of a sudden my check engine light turns on and my car can no longer accelerate.
No.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And we are, I honestly, I don't know where we are in relation to like direct, like from where we left, which was my girl's house where we all met, to my friend's house, which is like 3.5 hours away. I have no idea where we are because it's a blizzard, so I can't fucking see signs.
Yeah.
I've been going 35, 40 miles an hour, so my distance is skewed, you know, because it's like I know where I should be at roughly if I've been going 70 miles an hour for an hour. I know the general area, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea where we're at. So my car is all of a sudden not being able to go over 35 miles an hour. And I'm like, I have no idea where we're at. So I pull off into like a exit, get into a like gas station parking lot, and I just turn my car off, get out of the car, and just fucking scream. Like, and it's the first time that my girl's ever seen me like broken. I could not, I'm in shock. Like I couldn't actually process, like I couldn't problem solve because I'm like, there's no way this is happening to me right now. Like cars breaking down in the middle of a blizzard. This is like worst case nightmare shit. So my girl says like the best, most comforting things ever, which is we'll figure it out. will figure it out. And I'm like,
Nah.
fuck, this girl cheated. You know what I'm saying? So,
He's like, fuck.
so all four of us end up just crashing at a hotel, like meander our way going 25 miles an hour on the back roads and some shady podunk. Like, dude, this looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre level woods and shit. Like, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. I have no idea where I am. And we find a hotel. We stay the night, and like the goal is in the morning, just find some mechanic and see what is wrong. And the whole time in my head, I'm just going, I have no money to do this. You know, like I have like a little bit of money in savings, like $300-400, right? You know, like that, but nothing substantial. So it's like a car payment when I have a check engine light on. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to we find a mechanic. I'm just like, hey, is there any way you could get me in? I know I probably have to wait there. I'm fine. And he's just like, yeah, dude, come on in. It was great. Like, crawled the car over there with me and my girl. You know, he pulled it in, and he comes up. He's like, all right, I got good news and I got bad news. And I'm just like, just hit me with the bad news. He's like, all right, well, I'll hit you with the good news. And I'm like, what? I asked you for the bad news and shit. You know, he's like, the good news is you don't have to pay anything to me. I got your car going. It's driving. Like, you know, you could go 70, you could do whatever. Like, I got it going for you, and I'm not going to charge you anything for it. And I'm like, holy shit. And he goes, here's the bad news, though. Your car has a knock sensor issue. Ooh, which, if for people who don't know, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the knock sensor is something that listens in the engine to see if there's anything clicking around, because that's like a sign that something's broken off. It's in the engine, and it's going to shut your car down so it protects your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very important, right?
Yep.
And I have a sensor malfunction. So there was not an actual knock in my engine, so there's not anything wrong with it. It's just a malfunction with the sensor, which happens to be another thing that Hyundai has recalled on my particular vehicle. None of which was disclosed at the time of purchase, nor showed up in any of my research. So now I know, like, when I'm looking to buy a car, to like do a little deeper dive in things instead of just checking out the Carfax and like the overall safety, you know, ratings and everything, which is like, I did all of that. I just didn't think to say, like, hey, are there any active recalls? You know, like, I just don't think to look at that. And I'm not alone in that, so I don't feel stupid, you know, like, but so the knock sensor issue is another thing. The fix that he said, though, is we clear out the code, which puts your car back into normal mode and not into limp mode, quote unquote.
Yep.
So you could just drive and everything. He goes, if it happens again, here is the fix. Make an appointment with Hyundai, see if you could get it in. And I'm like, they are 6 months out, homie. He's like, okay, if that is not an option and they can't see you to do this themselves, the other thing you could do is just buy a card, like a reader, and clear the code out so it can clear out the knock sensor code in your car so you can just go. So I've had a reader in my car ever since.
Oh, shit, okay.
This past winter, so like January time, there is another blizzard, and I am driving home on the side roads, and my car gets put into limp mode again. But I'm not tripping, though, because I know exactly what to do, right?
Yeah.
I have my reader. I know it's in limp mode, and I'm already on the back road. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going 35 anyway. I'm just going to go home. We're going to get into the driveway. We're going to read the code, clear it, good. I do that. On my way home, though, I call Hyundai. I'm like, hey, got a check engine light, you know, wondering if I can stop in on my way home, maybe get seen. And they're like, we're like 3 months out right now, you know? And I'm like, okay, you know? So I'm like, fuck that. You know, my other appointment, like, was couple months earlier, you know, the one that got like pushed out again. And same situation. They couldn't give me a time frame. My car is driving fine. You know, I'm still doing the oil. I'm like, I don't have money for a fucking rental like that. Right. You know, so I'm just like, okay. I just kind of put it out of my mind at this point. I'm like, I have other things going on in my life right now that has my time. So I don't even think about my car issues like that. Knock sensor goes off. I get home. I clear it. My car runs fine. On Wednesday, I get the check engine thing again pop on, and I'm like, that's weird. It's not in the middle of winter. So, and then all of a sudden when I'm at a stoplight, my car starts doing this like, voo, voo, they like starts, and I'm like, fuck! Like there's another goddamn thing. But I have the reader. Okay. So I pull over. It sucked because I was even heading out to go to a card shop too, bro. Oh, okay. Like I had to ruin my plans because I had to go and like check the car, you know, check the car. So I pull into like a Starbucks. I read the code, and it's not a knock sensor issue. I have every cylinder in my car misfiring, and I'm like, God damn it, that's another major fix. So I call Hyundai. And I'm like, yo, here's the issue. And they're like, you know, like, we have an opening. It's in it's not this week. It's like in a week and a half. So on middle, like first week in May, I have an appointment. So thankfully it's not that far off. But that's the earliest that I could get in to be seen for this issue. So when I get the appointment and it is a much shorter time duration, like I'm not complaining. I am sticking with this fucking appointment. I will be there. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. I told work, this is happening. I'm even trying to figure out how to get to work for one. Like like that is a real thing right now that I have because like my car can drive in the city, but not a half hour on the highway. Like, I don't know if it can handle that. I don't know, because I'm not a car person. I just know it's saying there's a permanent error code on cylinder 1, and all other 5 cylinders, I had to do math again. Thank God I have a 6-cylinder. But, like, all other 5 cylinders are also, like, firing. They're just not permanent error codes. So I don't know what that means. I don't know the extent of it. But I have AI, so I've been able to put them in there, and I've been following its directions, and I am putting a lot of faith in it. I get that. If it's hallucinating, I will own that shit. But right now, I don't have answers. Google's not giving me answers, and no mechanic is going to give me answers unless I pay them $150 to run a diagnosis. So I'm using the resources I have. I'm on the phone with the mechanic, or the lady who's getting the appointments, and I'm explaining to her everything going on with this car. Yeah. And she goes, so I'm telling her about the oil consumption because I'm like, I'm certain that the cylinders are misfiring because of the oil issue. I think it has just gotten to a point where now it is affecting the other parts of the car. We have hit that stage right now. And I'm telling her about that, and I'm explaining to her about my car falling outside of the warranty, but I'm experiencing the issues. I have signed documentation from the mechanics that I've paid, you know, fucking thousands of dollars to fix and get me going, to explain that this is what is happening. So she's like, well, we still have to run our own tests. We have to do the fucking flush thing, which is $900 there. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm telling her, I'm like, all right, so we have all that. The other thing is I have this knock sensor thing going on too in the engine, which has happened to me twice in blizzards, and first time left me stranded. So I'm explaining to her the knock thing. She goes, what? She goes, you had what? And I'm like, I had a knock sensor code. I'm like, it wasn't like a knock sensor. It specifically said like the short glow relay circuit or whatever. But that is the knock sensor thing, according to like AutoZone, even AI. They're like, no, that's what the code would read for that. And she goes, do you have that code right now on your, like, can you pull that code up right now on your thing? And I'm like, no, I just have the cylinder thing. I cleared it out in January. She goes, if you had that code currently on your thing and pulled it up, that is a free engine. Off rip. I cleared out my ticket. And I can't get it back unless I'm in a fucking blizzard. Like, so I'm like, God damn it.
God.
The fix is to leave it at their facility. But like, I wouldn't get an appointment for 6 months at that time.
Right.
So I could leave it there, and theoretically, if somebody had extra time or they got through all their backlog, they could see my car at an undetermined time early, have read the code, and have been like, that falls under the warranty. Free engine.
That's crazy.
But because I chose the consumer logical route, which was clear it out, because financially you cannot afford to wait.
Right.
Here's the bitch of it all. If I did leave it, they would have covered me for the fucking, like, rental. Going all the way back.
What the fuck?
But it's like, you don't know this shit until after the fact, dude.
Yeah. This is true.
So it's like, now, I'm like, this is the other thing. So now I'm in a point where I'm like, okay, we need to start, like I need to have a little more cash on hand. So I am having to sell the sealed product that I had bought as part of the experiment that we had started several episodes before. So I'm making that journey, unfortunately. But what I will say, and we'll end on the very high note, the rate of return on those things is fucking insane, dude. Like, I'm not kidding. I got them, thank God, at, like, retail pricing. Like, scouting and doing all that really fucking paid off. And even, like, doing all this stuff, like, I got the booster boxes, like, at market at the time. So they were even, like, so they're higher than what you would find if you could get, like, a booster box on Pokemon's website, like the 165. So I got, like, my booster boxes for, like, $250. I think a little less than that, maybe $240 at the time. But, like, I could easily sell them for $350, $360, which is still below market, you know? So it's like, I'm at least, like, aggressively pricing stuff. I found a new card shop, which I'll talk to you about at a later episode. There's a new card shop in my town that is the most beautiful card shop I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Like, it looks like you walked into, like, a Japanese Pokemon card museum. Wow. Like, in sort of, like, the layout of it, it's clean. It has, like, wooden, like, craftsman card tables.
Wow.
Like, it just looks clean. It looks clean. It looks immaculate. Like, my girl went with me because we were selling, I sold the enhanced Mega Evolutions booster box. I actually sold it and got all of my money back. Like, because of how much it, like, he was buying, it happened to be that there was somebody there that wanted one, and he was whoever wanted to buy it was a regular customer of who I was talking to, who owned the shop. So he bought it from me at well above, like, the 70% like, buy-in rate. He bought it for like I think it was like 85-90% right now, because he gave me $240 for it. I think it was like $280 or whatever. So I'm not complaining at all. I, like, broke even on that. So that's the only one that I was like, I'll break even on. All the Phantasmal Flames, I'm up. And, like, I have them on Marketplace, and I have, like, 20 messages right now, no cap. Like,
no cap.
People, yeah. So, like, I'm fine. I'm going to sling them, and, like, I'm going to have that money. But, like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what I'm going to do for a car situation. So that's, like, where I'm at right now. So, listeners, the video versions of the podcast are going to be a little lighter on the multicam editing, but it's because I have no time. Like,
yes, you can tell.
I'm stressed and I'm problem solving, and I'm trying to, like, at least, like, keep my sanity, you know, throughout all of this.
One thing I did want to say before we do wrap up is that with when you telling me all this, and it's actually a good thing that you bring this up because a lot of people don't know this, and I didn't know this either because it actually kind of happened to my car, which is a Genesis Coupe, which is the same.
It's a Hyundai too, so it's like, you know what's up.
But what I'm saying is also a previous with one of my exes, she had a Santa Fe and it had the oil consumption as well.
Santa Fe's, there's a lot from like 2015 to 2019. There's a ton of engines that got fucked. Whatever this Theta 2 bullshit is.
What the thing is that we finessed though, because we capped the oil where it's at. We didn't say to anybody that it has that issue. My cousin's mechanic, he told us about it. He's like, hey, you might want to sell this. And we capped it. We went to the dealership. Hey, they're like, oh, this looks great. Everything's fine. They gave trade-in full value.
Yeah. The problem is they're going to know
now
that mine has the issue because it's got a check engine light and a permanent code on it.
Yeah.
So it's like if I did this half a year ago, you're absolutely right. But the problem though is I still owe like $14,000 on the car. So I have no equity in it to trade in.
Because like I was actually looking at how much it was while you were talking.
Yeah.
And like depending obviously on mileage, the average sell for that car is around 12 to 13K.
I know.
And but even if you
but with an engine issue, it's like 5.
Yeah. So that's another thing I was going to tell you is that a lot of people can mask issues with a car that you don't know. And it's why I promised myself after this car that I bought, the Genesis Coupe, I'm never buying a used car ever again. If I have to lease, I'll lease. I don't care. Because you don't know what people did to it before. And that was the issue.
This is the bitch of it. I bought this at the Hyundai dealership. This was directly from the Hyundai dealership.
And then they can finesse you too, believe it or not.
Yep.
It's just fucking crazy. I'm a CarMax. CarMax fucking do the same thing. Any dealership does this. And I've seen crazy videos where you're going to, someone put a camera on above their hood and they're doing oil change and the mechanics just left it there for like 30 minutes, close the hood, and then gave it back to the person. They didn't do anything.
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just don't know. That's why it's kind of like with the whole dentist thing that we talked about, Dr. Kairos. You just got to find, like, the good, like, I guess, mechanics and everything that you're looking for. But main thing is, if you do decide if you can't afford a new car, understandable. Just make sure that you bring a mechanic with you to check the car with you if you have a buddy or something like that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to because it's like, I thought I did everything right. And it's like, I still feel like I got screwed. But I know that I'm not alone, so it's like, you know, listeners, one, I hope that you at least got a little like entertainment out of my story, because I accept that there's like funny portions to it. I've learned to laugh at my pain. It's kind of like my state of being right now. But that's just the way we deal with it, you know. So anyway, thanks again for sticking around for another episode of Talking Trubbish. We're gonna catch you next week. Take care.